Welcome to Short Moral Tales. In a peaceful town lived a poor father named David. Despite his meager income, he had a heart brimming with love for his only daughter, Emily. David was a gifted athlete when he was young, but he had to quit participating after suffering an accident. Before David became a successful athlete and began to amass wealth, his wife named Sarah lived with him. But after David suffered an accident, she left him. Now, David worked tirelessly as a tailor, stitching clothes from sunrise to sunset to provide for Emily's needs and dreams. One day, as David was crossing his street, he overheard Emily talking to her friends about a grand doll that had just hit the market. It was adorned with elegant dresses and had hair that could be styled in various ways. Emily's eyes gleamed with desire as she spoke about the doll, and David's heart sank. He knew that he could never afford such a luxurious item. That night, David sat by the flickering lantern in their modest home, contemplating how he could fulfill Emily's wish. His brow furrowed in deep thought, and his heart ached with the realization that he might disappoint his beloved daughter. However, he was determined not to let his financial limitations be a barrier to her happiness. With a newfound resolve, David began saving every extra coin he could gather. He sold a few of his awards, saved pennies from his daily expenses, and even skipped meals to put aside a little more money. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. David's hands grew calloused, and his back stooped from his relentless efforts. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity, David had saved enough money to buy the doll. He rushed to the market with a heart full of joy, his daughter's radiant smile playing in his mind like a cherished melody. As he stood before the glittering doll, he felt a mixture of pride and humility. His hands trembled as he handed over the hard-earned money, knowing that this doll symbolized his unwavering love for Emily. On Emily's birthday, David presented her with the doll. Her eyes widened with surprise, and then tears of gratitude welled up. She threw her arms around David, hugging him tightly. "Thank you, Daddy. This is the best gift ever," she exclaimed. David's heart swelled with joy. His sacrifices were worth every moment of toil. As days turned into months, Emily spent countless hours playing with the doll. However, something unusual began to happen. She noticed that her father seemed tired all the time, and he would sometimes skip meals or work long into the night. Concerned, she approached him one evening. "Daddy," Emily began, her voice gentle, "I've noticed that you've been working very hard lately. Is everything okay?" David smiled, his eyes filled with warmth. "Everything is fine, my dear. I just want to make sure you're happy." Touched by her father's devotion, Emily hugged him tightly. "Daddy, I love the doll, but I love you even more. You are the best gift I could ever have." David's eyes glistened with tears as he embraced his daughter. In that moment, he realized that his sacrifices weren't just about buying a doll. They were about teaching his daughter the true meaning of love, selflessness, and the value of family. Time passed and the doll lost its charm, but the lessons David imparted to Emily endured. Emily grew up to be a compassionate and understanding young woman, always putting the well-being of her loved ones before material possessions. The moral of the story is that the love, sacrifices, and selflessness of a parent are worth far more than any material possession. Thanks for watching.